here. Let's do it. Let's watch the Mogul Mail on Andrew Tate. On the Andrew Tate saga.
I told myself I wasn't going to make another video about Andrew Tate, mostly because the content around Andrew Tate is very repetitive and
he was probably in here watching.
Boring. Plus, it just makes the bald man richer
Here,
anyway.
go ahead.
So
Listen
what's
to
really
Ludwig.
the point? But much like a messy every time I look down at the toilet paper, Andrew Tate is still there, and today's is especially messy and worth talking about because it's official that Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania on human trafficking charges alongside his brother. And the fun part? It is all thanks to Greta Thunberg, the climate activist from a few years ago. She was like the 15-year-old. It's her. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, it might sound a bit familiar that Andrew Tate had something with the law and human trafficking, and that's because in April of 2022, earlier this year, his entire compound was raided by the Romanian police. Now, he said it was like a swatting thing and had nothing to do with human trafficking, and the story kind of died down, and no one really knew what was going on. But now, thanks to some of the stories that were posted by Alejandra on Twitter, we seem to have a better picture. There was a tip to the U.S. Embassy by a boyfriend of an American woman who alerted the embassy that she was being held against her will by Andrew Tate. And the story goes like this. American woman's dating this guy. Andrew Tate hits her up on social media, says, hey, I'll fly you out to Romania. Bad Andrew Tate impression, but you get the point. She took the flight because I guess he's rich and bald and she likes those things. And he showed her a good time until he forced her to work as a video chat model, or at least she felt threatened and forced to work as a video chat model. And she contacted her ex and was like, hey, I fucked up. I made a mistake. And then he contacted an embassy, a U.S. embassy in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. And very quickly, they realized this is kind of like organized crime and we're crossing countries here. And this is a bit of a big deal. And if you don't know, most human trafficking comes from somebody who you might know. There's like a literal strategy in human trafficking of lover boy, like trying to lead people into a certain area. And so this tip originally came in April, but the authorities just now had enough evidence to actually book and charge the Tate brothers and put them into custody. Originally in April, they went and hoped to maybe find the girl, but she wasn't there. I guess now they have some information. And this also proves, you know, a bit of a point here, why Andrew Tate moved to Romania in the first place. This is a direct quote from him, by the way. If corruption exists, which it does, let us all play. I like living in a society where my money, influence, and power means I'm not below or beholden to any of these bullshit laws. I mean, here's a clip of him on a podcast. Just listen. Does this sound like somebody who moved to Romania to do maybe some nefarious things? I think maybe.
There are countries in the world where there's a really interesting, delicate balance of a government and a police force which are not strong. And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying I'm breaking the law. I'm not saying it in that way. I'm saying that minor infractions or tiny things are not going to be, I'm not going to be persecuted to the end of earth I would in the UK for a parking ticket.
Yeah, it's
right?
mad because they
So it sounds like he went to Romania and that's where he resides because maybe the police are a little more relaxed. Maybe he's able to bribe some of the officials there. Maybe he can do some things that he wouldn't be able to do in the UK or US that he feels like the politicians in those areas.
You bar for bar drop your lover boy method. Man, it's not unique. Like, it's not. And also, it's not weird. Like, that's the point. That's why I do this.
Can do. And maybe part of this
Sure, he could have
involved
come up
trying
with
to
it
force
himself as
women
well.
to
He's
fly
great.
from across
Mogul
the
Mail
world
is a great
to do his webcam business that maybe they don't want to do. And that at least is what the Romanian police believe, or at least the U.S. Embassy, who probably asked the Romanian police to arrest Andrew Tate and
Mogul Mail is funded by the Saudis. True.
his brother. Now, what does this have to do with Greta Thunberg? Well, let's talk about Andrew Tate being unbanned on Twitter. Stop. I just found out that I've been paying for 2 gym memberships to the same gym for the past year. I immediately canceled it, but I've been dealing with a debt collector calling me every single day. Don't be like me and use the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money, formerly Truebill. If you don't know, Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. The personal finance manager allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, monitor your credit score, and build your savings all in one place.
Wait,
I
what?
use Rocket Money to help cancel.
This motherfucker put an ad? What the fuck? There's ads in the Mogul Mail? What the fuck?
Enjoy the video. All right.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay. I did not know it was... Mogul Mail's got ads now, bro? He put fucking... Big time, dude. It went big time. This right-wing podcaster needs to be taken down, okay? I'll tell you what.
All right, see you later. Goodbye. Now, I didn't make a video about this because who fucking cares? It's twitter.com. But it's true. Elon Musk unbanned Andrew Tate after 5 years. And part of his unban was a little conversation with Greta Thunberg, who is on Twitter. And here's how the interaction went. Andrew Tate randomly tweeted at Greta, said, "Hello, Greta. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a cool engine. I don't know. I drive a goddamn Subaru Sandbar from 97. My 2 Ferraris also have big engine. This is just the start. Please provide me your email so I can send a complete list of my car collection and the respective enormous emissions."
Which now, of course, is no longer his car collection and has been seized by the counterterrorism and sex trafficking unit in Romania. So, whoo! God damn. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you hate to see it. You hate to see it sometimes, okay? But like, not really. You don't actually hate to see it. Pretty funny. You love to see it.
Because she's an activist against climate change, and he's like, I do so many emissions. So many. It's so cool. To which Greta replied, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. A little bit of a roast there, but the roast picked up very quickly on Twitter. It got 2.8 million likes. I've never seen a ratio this big ever. His tweet got 193,000. She got 2.8 million. We're talking about like a...
Bro, this is yet another example that, like, you should never be the main character on Twitter. When you become the main character, the main villain of Twitter, because Twitter always has a villain. There's always a villain of the day. You become the villain of the day, you're going to fucking prison, dog. Okay? That's how it works. I know. I have been the main villain of Twitter. It's awful. It's an awful feeling.
a 10x multiplier and then some? To which he replied, "How dare you?" To which I thought was joking, but no, he was mad. He was mad. You can look, because he immediately started tweeting a shit ton about Greta. Strange as it may seem, there's a teenager out there who believes your government should tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot. And then he also retweeted a bunch of people who were like, Greta's response was actually botted. Also, it's not even a good insult because that's her email. So she has a small dick, actually. And honestly, he's Tate is organically popular and Greta is like hated. People don't like her. So he's retweeting all these things. He seems very upset. He tweets something totally unhinged in a reply to somebody who said Andrew Tate and Greta should stop flirting and fuck already. And then he said she ain't ready. He's pushing 40. Now, to be clear, she is 19. I think everyone kind of envisions her as the child she was when she originally did the climate change. But I mean, we can relax with the Seinfeld age difference. You know, it's a little bit bold there, a little bit weird, a little bit creepy.
Ooh, Seinfeld call out.
And he
nice.
wasn't done. He was so upset by this ratio from Greta. He also made this Twitter video. And this is the smoking gun. Let's just watch it together. It's a bit cringe, but let's stick through it.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small dick energy.
I'm placing a $5 bet that Ludwig is going to mention that cardboard pizza boxes are not recyclable.
Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange.
Pretty obvious that it was just like a bit of a roast and she didn't care to give him the time. But again, going along with the I am not owned is his strategy here.
I mean,
50 gifted subs.
It's 50-50, but it is what it is.
50 gifted subs. 50 gifted subs.
Please bring me pizza.
It would be so weird if you were.
Make sure
all she did was ratio you.
Recycled.
Okay, just remember this moment. Remember this moment. He asked for a pizza box, and he says, make sure it's not recycled, which is also fine, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this. Cardboard recycling is honestly one of the least effective means of recycling because we have so much excess in cardboard. Still worth recycling your cardboard, but you also can't recycle any dirty.
Hold on. I told you, 50 gifted subs. There you go. Real 23 Phil. Champagne. Oh, shit. Champagne. Timothy Champagne, thank you for the 50. Real 23 Phil, thank you for the 10. Cage the Mage, thank you for the 5. Bill Vog, thank you for the 5. Yen Show, thank you for the 10. I also gifted 50. Hasanabi, thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Taco Dam, thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Balsano, Addison F. D Machine, thank you for the 10.
Cardboard, which oftentimes pizza, if they don't have the wax paper underneath, can't even be recycled because it makes the box unusable. It can't actually be recycled. Or if it's like a wax dyed cardboard, you know, like sometimes
can't be recycled.
If you get a package, so oftentimes pizza boxes can't
DC
be recycled.
Baller, Filibuster,
Maybe
Andrew the
he's,
Beef
like, actually
Farmer,
super
Little Bear,
progressive and
36
knows it.
billionaire.
Thank you.
With another 50 gift
I'm actually
dead.
mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into.
I'll save you the rest of the speech. He kind of goes on to say that climate change isn't real, and that's basically the whole of it. But you know, call me crazy. I'm a believer that climate change is real, and I think the biggest impact on climate change,
not like
are
Andrew,
on unregulated corporations that need to be regulated in some fashion. And so, you know, that's a conversation for a different day. But the interesting part about the video were these 2 pizza boxes that he brought out as some sort of stunt to own Greta because he wasn't recycling. It turns out that the Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country because he travels so much. And they reportedly used his social media posts, including a Romanian pizza chain, Jerry's Pizza, which confirmed that he was in the country and able to be arrested. So all it took was a 19-year-old girl, one ratio, and him trying to unown himself to get arrested by authorities for human trafficking. I can't think of a larger clown on the internet right now than Andrew Tate. That's the whole story. I think it's fucking hilarious. Hope it was worth even talking about Andrew Tate for a moment. And that's it. All right. Thank you all for watching. All right. Subscribe if you're still here. And have a good rest of your day. All right. See you later. Goodbye.
Motherfucker stays losing money, bro. You know he bought the pizza just to make that video too? Oh yeah. His ass did all of the wrong things. God damn, it feels so fucking good, dude. What are the next steps for him? I mean, there'll be probably criminal charges. We'll see what happens. The Andrew Tate stands in the chat are mauling so hard right now. Are they? I saw you responded to Leia's tweet on Andrew, but have you seen her videos? No. Who? The fuck is that? Do you think he's thought about you? Bitch, I don't need to infer or make assumptions. I know he does. I mean, probably not in this very moment, because it seems like there's a lot bigger, things happening in his life. But like, yeah, no, he has talked regularly about like supposedly women coming up to him and saying how they find him desirable, unlike me. Just fucking constantly making shit up.